I have to focus all of my attention on my new child right now. My infant needs all of my love and attention. At the same time, there is ongoing discussion on Remy's statements about Claressa. Does she have another motive for stating these things, or is she just jealous? Allegedly, Claressa is trying to persuade Papoose to bear her a kid. It seems possible as Claressa and Papoose are unable to get married. When she refused, Remy made sure their divorce was formalized. Furthermore, the same financial issue continues to occur. If Remy lets Papoose go, time will be needed. And money, the only way Claressa could stay in Remy's life, considering the earlier signs that she might be pregnant, is by becoming a mother. Remy is taking the initiative and coming clean, as if things couldn't get much worse. This scenario is becoming more serious, so be ready for anything that might occur next. Papoose's and Claressa's relationship has been growing rapidly. They regularly go to events together, work together on projects, and encourage one another. Claressa just announced that she is taking a break from boxing to focus on other pursuits. But why may those things be happening? Many people think she might already be pregnant based on her past conduct. Now let's take a moment to think about this. If this is the case, Remy may have really made a mistake. She finds herself in a challenging situation while Papoose and Claressa are out having fun. Remember when Papoose's private discussions were made public by Remy in December? Although Claressa made every effort to ruin their relationship, it did not work out as she had anticipated. Despite their best efforts to keep it a secret, Remy's disclosure of Papoose's romance only served to increase their support. However, Claressa was under a lot of stress. She was involved in movie sponsorships and public relations. Even though her team was worried about all the negative publicity, the audience ultimately backed Claressa and Papoose. It was said that Papoose had finally moved on from Remy and that Claressa was a better fit for him. Remy had embarrassed herself, even though she thought Papoose was embarrassing them. I've moved on and am here for it. This completely surprised Remy, who had expected to cause them trouble but was given a reality check instead. Since then, nothing has occurred. No odd music or messages, no attacks on Instagram, just complete silence. Claressa and Papoose, meanwhile, are living life to the fullest. They seem like a cohesive unit and make a statement when they travel together. When they sat courtside at a Knicks game, and of course, when Papoose performed for Claressa's match against Danielle Perkins on their recent romantic Valentine's Day holiday to Hawaii, they looked like the perfect couple in matching jackets. She felt like the biggest star of the evening thanks to him. Hold on, she definitely was. And it was obvious to all that they were showing their love for one another. Even a video of them dancing, playing games, and generally having fun together was released by Claressa. She appears to be so happy that she doesn't appear to be experiencing any issues. Claressa now exudes that certain shine that comes from a woman who is truly happy, at ease, and unrestrained. She also made it clear to anyone who might be wondering why she isn't keeping up with the online discussion that she and Papoose keep an eye on every single comment. Papo, who is still going strong today, even posted on social media about how much you all love me. They have the full support of the population. Remy, though, is starting to come out as desperate. In a very difficult situation, according to reports, Remy attempted to get in touch with Papoose in an attempt to work out their differences and bring their family back together. But he vehemently rejected her. We have to talk about it since it is so embarrassing. She remained faithful to him during her 6 years in prison with him. She then deceived him with someone else while feigning innocence. Papoose has made a decision. He said no, and he hasn't changed his mind. The most important thing is that no one can truly hold him responsible for his happiness with Claressa. Remy is aware that she made a deadly mistake. Let's face it, Papoose is the perfect example of a man. Despite having no reason to depart, Remy lost the one person who was always there for her because she got caught up in drama rather than realizing that she had become overconfident. He never did anything to embarrass her, stayed at her side, and supported her through everything. I genuinely feel a connection to her. Now that Papoose is seeing someone who truly values him, she can only watch him. Claressa, that's Abio's reality. She does not, however, make an effort to hide the fact that she is incredibly in love. In a recent live broadcast, she and her spouse prayed. Claressa publicly professed her love for Papoose, saying that he is the best man Shia you has ever encountered and that they were destined to be together. She continued by saying that he truly knows her, that they have in-depth conversations every day, and that he is a kind, compassionate individual who merits the best. She confidently declared, "I am the best." This is how you may now pay tribute to your wee friend. I adore him. Without suppressing her feelings, she remarked, I love having his support. You know that his help is very different from what I've received before. He just talks to me differently and treats me. Each of us is worthy of the others. And additional, he is giving me that deep, meaningful energy right now, and I am taking it all in. Claressa stated when she visited Papoose on the Tamron Hall show, demonstrating her love and respect for him. She described how he makes her feel comfortable and supportive, saying he is everything she has ever wanted in a relationship. She continued after that. She continued by praising Papoose, calling him a wise, modest, gentle man with a beautiful voice. He is well known for his exceptional rap abilities and artistic flair, but what really makes him stand out is how supportive he is when she thinks about leaving. It's making people want to talk even more. Claressa went on to say that she is a strong, talented lady with a tremendous punch, and she wanted a husband who could support her without feeling jealous of her achievements. And the best person for that is Papoose. This remark is rather obvious. Even if Remy didn't value the man she had for years, Claressa now does. Retaining Papoose and treating him with the respect and love he has always deserved. They are together in spite of what people might think. Certain individuals continue to make statements such as, well, I've heard many positive things. Yes, me too. Instead, but in the end, what really counts is how devoted Claressa and Papoose are to one another, and things only become more interesting from here. After 2 more fights, Claressa said she will quit boxing to focus on other hobbies. Because of this news, there is more conversation. Others have conjectured that she might be pregnant already. Just think about it. Why would she stop boxing when she is at the top of her game, doing better than ever, and now putting on weight? That's what Jada said. As soon as she said it, social media exploded. People are starting to wonder why Claressa has kept stating that she is having a child, despite her previous statement that she must take a backseat. Online outrage erupted when Claressa's former trainer, Jada Davis, who is related to boxer Tony Harrison, disclosed that Claressa was expecting a child during her 2023 rematch with Hannah Gabriel. By unanimous vote, Claressa was proclaimed the winner of the same match. People are now pausing to consider this information. Could you make a new video to show it? Jada made a quick choice. While keeping it a secret from everyone, she courageously disclosed that Claressa had difficulties with Hannah Gabriel while she was pregnant. Responses were all over the internet when she made her assertion. Critics, boxing fans, and others all have opinions. Some questioned the veracity of Jada's story, while others said she went farther and asserted that it was the cause of her breakdown. She was ignored even though she returned and prevailed in the conflict. Because she was pregnant, she skipped meals for 3 days before the fight day. Intended to put on weight. That phrase alone has everyone talking. Was there more going on here, or was it just a case of wanting to fight Remy Ma, but it never happened? Because of all this chaos, they are now unsure if their stress levels will blow up. When you think about it, it makes sense, to be honest. Assume having a kid may be Claressa and Papoose's best option because they are unable to get married because Remy won't finish the divorce. This loneliness is significantly worse than the often reported loneliness beat. If it is true, Remy Ma has lost more than she ever could have guessed. Remy seemed to believe that she and the Papoose could work anything out. But now everything is falling apart in front of her. Now that Claressa has let go of a man who is fully committed to her, he is to continue their relationship. But if a baby is actually on the way, the relationship is over. There's no going back from that. So the real question is how long before Remy Ma begins acting out even more. Really, she will not simply sit there and take this. People behave irresponsibly when their emotions are running high, even when it is clearly illegal. Remember, she had been incarcerated for shooting someone before. Who knows what she might do next as she feels stuck? Not to be forgotten is the made-up boxing match. Although Claressa frequently said she was prepared to take on Remy in the ring, it never materialized. Many people are now uncertain if their relationship will get messier as a result of all this drama. It's no coincidence that mothers of children with papooses are completely hidden from the public. Makes people wonder if Remy had something to do with their quiet. When Claressa gets involved, the situation might get far more intense. When Papoose is by her side, she feels stronger than ever and never backs down from anything. However, if Remy starts to lose control, who knows what she could do? We need to remember 50 Cent. Individuals listen to what 50 has to say. It speaks a lot that he even forewarned Claressa about Remy. If he felt compelled to speak, he must have sensed danger approaching. Things are becoming dreadful. It's only a discussion on the internet right now, but that may change. Even if things are oddly quiet currently, people are beginning to see the wider picture as a result of everything that is going on between Claressa and Remy. Tension is rising, and a major event could happen soon. Has Remy consistently been the main cause of conflict for Papoose's other children and their mothers? Although he had several children before her, the world only knows Papoose and Remy's daughter. In November 1997, a daughter, Jen Mackey, was born to him and his ex-partner, Ayet Lashley. Shamal Mack, who was born in April 1999 and had no love relationship, should also not be disregarded. Destiny, who was born in September 2000, is last in line. This is when things start to get interesting. Rumor has it that when Remy initially came into the picture, she was not very hospitable to Papoose's previous kids. Some even claim that she made sure they avoided the spotlight rather than embracing it, which could have led to issues down the road. Remy has been ready to pass judgment as well. The issue is becoming more complex every day, and people are paying more attention. As they say, the apple does not fall far from the tree, and Remy Ma's son is currently on trial for a shooting incident.